Hello, hello. Welcome, everybody. I am super excited to talk about this really cool site that I've been using for about a year now. If you're new to the channel or if you're watching the replay, my name is Jessica Hicks and I am a corporate recruiter. All of the topics that I have on this channel are pretty much related to jobs and how to find different side hustles and income ideas, or companies that are hiring remote jobs and things like that. So that's really what this channel is about. And in this video, I am going to be talking about a site that I've been using for, like I said, close to a year now, where you go online and you basically provide your perspective or your information within your field. So that's what I'll be sharing today. I'll give you the details on what the site is, the name of it, where you can find it, and I'll even do a walkthrough of the site and show you, a little background about the company, how you can make money, and what you essentially have to do on the site. So that will be the video. Real quick, I'm going to look at the chat here. Hello, Heintack. Hello, welcome. You were here pretty early. I don't know if you're still in here, but welcome. Hello, Pretty Little Living. Excuse me. And House of X Entertainment. Hey there, how are you? All right, so I am going to just jump into it because I want anyone watching the playback to not have too much delay before we get into it. So I am going to give a little background before I share my screen about this company that I use. So basically it's called Currnt, and I will show you exactly, because there's a Currnt that is a online banking app. That is not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about something totally different. I've mentioned Currnt before, and I think folks just thought it was Currnt, the online banking site, and that's not what I mean. So this company is basically something of a market share, thought leadership firm, where they have companies that pay them to get insight from everyday people, experts in different fields. I mean, you're talking construction, HR, IT, security, you name it. So they're trying to get these voices and understand different perspectives and thinking and ideas from these folks. And it's all done online, and they will pay you for it. So similar to a focus group where companies will pay for, you to provide different perspectives on things, this company will pay you to basically exchange and share information online in an online community. And it's just like a focus group, only I think a little easier. So we will walk through this. Hello, Just Vlogging Live. Welcome. Hello, thanks for coming. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen as I continue to talk about this company and share some details about them. I have used this company. I have gotten paid from this company. So no fear with it being a real thing. I only share these specific things if I've already done it myself. So let's jump on in here. And let's see if I can share my screen. There we go. Perfect. So this is the Currnt that I am talking about. So if you go through here, just going to go to the main page. You'll see an overview of what the company is all about. So their big thing is to help companies get fresh thinking on different topics. So when you scroll down this page, and again, it is Currnt, CURRNT.com, you'll see there's a specific call out for companies. So companies that are paying for Currnt to get different perspectives from the market, this is what the companies are getting. They're getting thought leadership. They're forming new relationships with folks that are working at different companies or organizations, hospitals, you name it, potential customers, and they're getting market insights and kind of paving the way for the future, understanding where the future is headed, which is very important for companies that are willing to pay money for it. For you as a participant, what you are going to get, you're actually going to be able to network with different folks. You're going to be able to share your perspective. So if you're someone like me that likes to share your knowledge or your ideas or just what you care about, you can make money from that. So you'll see at the bottom, recognition and reward. So that is the money. So that's what we're going to talk about here in a bit. How do you actually get paid from this? So scrolling through here, you can see the type of companies that are the clients for Currnt. So these are the folks that are asking for these different perspectives and ideas. And you see Salesforce, I'm sure that's a big name that many of you know, Deloitte, P&G, Johnson & Johnson. So really large, global, in many cases, companies that are trying to get insights from potential consumers, especially now with everything that has been changing through the year. There's a lot of folks that are looking for medical perspective. So if you're in the healthcare field at all, if you're a CNA or RN or whatever, a lot of studies out here are asking for those perspectives. So those are some companies. So you know you're actually getting paid and you're sharing with legit companies. And then the other thing is just the connection. So this is all online. So you're able to connect with people not only in the United States, but globally. So you could be a participant really anywhere. They're looking for perspectives across the board. So that's something I really love about this company. The other part is you get to engage and you get to share ideas by publishing content. So you can actually answer questions, you can share articles, you can share your specific ideas via just writing up a quick blurb, and you get paid for that in a form of points. So we'll talk about that coming up next. So that's my quick overview. Let me take a quick look to see any comments in here. Oh, hi, King of Kills Vlogs. Nice to see you. Welcome. All right, so moving right along. So how does this all work? Well, you will need to create a profile that basically tells who you are, you know, what your name is. You will have to provide specific details about yourself. You're getting paid, so you will have to provide your social security number in order to get your pay and your direct deposit. I have gotten paid from this company and I know it's legit. So they will pay you, but you do need to have that information on file for, you know, tax purposes and all of that. So that's the reason for that. Once you've actually created a profile, you'll get a site like this. You'll have a dashboard, you'll have this apply button, you'll have resources, solutions. The solutions are basically more so, I think, for the company. So this is what the companies are going to get. They're going to get product innovation, qualitative research, customer experience, thought leadership, strategic sales through partnering with them. The resources section, I'm going to skip for now and go right to the apply. So how do you join one of these focus groups, essentially, or panels, and get paid from sharing your ideas and your knowledge? Well, basically, when you go to the apply section, you're going to see a number of different streams, and each of them are private. So they're specific to a group, and you apply, and you're chosen for the panel based on if you seem to be a match for it. So right here we see direct-to-consumer marketing in the US. So if you had like a marketing experience or some type of business experience, you may be able to join this one. The next one we see energy storage and commercial facilities in the future. So if you know anything, maybe you're an electrician or you're in facilities, something like that, you may be able to join this stream and get paid for offering your perspectives. And you'll kind of see there what they're seeking. So they're seeking expert participation, experts and professionals in the following areas. So you see facility, building management, you know, office managers, anyone that's been working in maintenance could be potentially a match for this type of stream. Moving on here. So this one is specifically for Sprint, the company Sprint, and they're looking for challenges treating opioid-induced constipation in the hospital. So I don't know what kind of things they've got going on right now, but they're seeking medical perspective. So, you know, nurses, general practitioners, anyone that works in a hospital, essentially. And then we have a couple things related to the pandemic. I've seen a lot of healthcare and pandemic related things, anything related to the economy. So if you're like in the mortgage and loan officer, if you're in analytics, anything regarding the economics of things, you may be a fit for that one. So it goes on and on. I'm not going to walk through all of these, but you can see that there's a variety of different areas that you can potentially join. So I'm going to scroll back up and hit apply for this first one, just so you can see what the application essentially is. So you'll be able to see what the overview is of each stream. So in here, you see it's 100% online. You don't have any meetings, it's at your convenience. And this is something I want to call out, because this is not a panel where you have to get on here every single day, or you have to, for the most part, they'll call that out if you need to. But everything that I've done it at my leisure time. So if I'm off work and I get a notification on something, it's something interesting that I want to provide perspective on, then I'm going to do it. So just a quick note about that. And you can end it at any time as well, but most likely you won't. I mean, it's pretty interesting to follow along and hear from other people if you're interested in the topic. I would say always pick something you're interested in or maybe passionate about to join, because it doesn't even feel like you're doing much at all, but literally talking to other people and learning from others. And then there's no cost. You earn money. So we'll talk about that here in a bit, of how you earn the income. You can see what other people look like that are applying, whether their backgrounds. You can click on their profiles. You can see who the facilitator is. Basically, this is going to be the person that is guiding the conversation. So ask different questions. They'll respond to you. They're the ones that are also helping you get points, which convert to cash. So you can see that overview and then decide if you actually want to apply. This one, it looks like a really short application. You answer this question, you type in your answer, and then you submit. Typically, you hear back pretty quickly. For the ones that I've joined, which I'll show in a bit, I'm actually a part of 2 streams right now. I found out really quickly. Like, I think it took a day or so. So it's not like you're going to be waiting or anything like that. So let's see here. I'll go to my dashboard next. If it comes up. So let's see here. All right, so you can see on my dashboard a couple of things. So you can see the folks that I've networked with, or they're referring that I network with. I may have an interest in connecting with them, which is pretty cool, because if you're even looking for a job in the future, you can connect with folks on here, like real people that may have future opportunities. You can always network with them, and you never know what that may bring. You can post different questions in here, and then over on the right, you can see the actual streams that I am a part of. So, or that I am interested in. Okay, so these are ones that Currnt is suggesting that I join. So it's sensing trends and disruptions impacting the government workforce, very relatable for me as being an HR. And then here, I'm just gonna show, because I thought that was going to bring up my stream and it didn't. So I'm going to show you this way. All right, so this is one stream that I'm a part of. Trends Reshaping the Future of Work and Talent Management. Very relatable for me. I work in HR, so it was easy to apply, and I am currently in the stream. You can see that there are about 67 other folks. Actually, random thing that happened, I actually knew a person. I work with them directly. They are on Currnt now, and they're also an HR professional. So I actually personally know them, and I never talked to them about it, but I saw their profile out here. So it's pretty cool. And then you'll see basically what you do out here is a lot of times you're just looking at a certain scenario, you're rating by probability of what like if this would happen or what will be the impact. And then you're posting comments out here, and other people can rate you. So this person that has shared a comment, I can rate him. I'm just going to go ahead and rate him a 5. And you vote on them and you get points by rating. And people are pretty engaging out here. They will rate your different comments as well. So like you see with I have a comment out here, it's 4.7 out of 5 stars. So I've gotten points just from commenting a short blurb on this. And then the other part of this is the facilitator can go out here, or the sponsor can go out and pick key takeaways as well. So the other stream I am a part of, I'll show you really quickly. Another thing that I'm really passionate about. So this one is diversity and inclusion in an uncertain world. So I have provided different perspectives. You see there's less people that have joined this one. It's about 8 people. There's a facilitator, which she's great. I've been a part of a couple of her panels, but you get to share articles, you get to share different content out here. And you'll see on the right-hand side, key takeaways. So when you're selected as a key takeaway, like you see here, one of mine, again, a really short note. Like I think it's literally 2 sentences and I got a key takeaway. And I believe the key takeaways are 25 points. So you rack up points just by commenting and engaging with folks. The more you do it, the more points you get. So you can decide you want to take, I don't know, 30 minutes each day to come out here and provide content, or you just want to come out here every week or twice a week, whatever. You have a lot of flexibility and your points build up the more and more you engage with it. Now, I will say I work full time, so a lot of days I don't feel motivated to come out here. So a lot of times when I do, it's over a weekend where I just want to hear what people are saying. I'm passionate about diversity and inclusion, so I want to provide my perspective. And ultimately, it helps companies figure out, what they can do in their environment to help build more diversity in their workplaces. So, all right. So I'm going to take a mini pause just to see if anyone has come into the chat since I have been talking and talking and talking. Let's see. Oh, King of Kill, I just saw your comment if you're still in here. So you're a good writer. Maybe I'll try this. Yes, I definitely recommend it. If you're someone that can write well, you have a lot of ideas on something, try it. And whatever industry you're in, you may be able to find something. So I just want to take a temperature check. So everyone in the chat, King of Kill, hello, real brother. Affirm and Meditate, hello. Just Blogging Life. So share with me what industry you're in. Like, tell me what area of interest do you think you could provide a lot of content on? And I'll look out for the comments. So where do you work? What do you do? What's your experience? What's your degree in? What do you feel you could share with these companies? As you saw, there are streams on construction, there's streams on healthcare. I've seen streams focused on food and nutrition. So if you have a passion about something, or if you work in a certain industry, this may be great for you. I know another content creator on here, I believe she's in the healthcare field. I wish she was in here because this could be another stream of income for her, because as a nurse, there's been so many questions regarding, just the pandemic right now, and what practices different hospitals are doing, what practices companies should be taking, the mental health for these folks. There's just so much that these companies are trying to understand and figure out, and they're willing to pay for, because in the end, they get help because they can go ahead and move on with, if they're introducing a product, or if they need to figure out how they can engage with their workforce or whatever, it ends up helping them in the end. So what is everyone's industry? I'm going to pause before I move into how do the points trickle over into money. Should have had water. I'm drinking my emergency today. I gotta chug this stuff down. It's not bad, but I just want to get over with. Oh, okay. Okay, so I see a comment for King Achilles Fox. Thank you for sharing. So you are in security. Okay, awesome. I normally have another guy in here, Edward. He is also in the security space. That's awesome. You're starting a commercial cleaning business soon. Okay, so you potentially have two different areas where you can provide perspective. There are streams where you can share just based on being an entrepreneur. So if you're starting this commercial cleaning business, you'd be an entrepreneur. So you can provide information there. And then also the security background, which I feel like is huge. So yeah, you can definitely, I encourage you to go out there and set up a profile and see if there are any streams that would interest you. Thanks for sharing. And then if you're watching this replay, I would just encourage you, write in the comments, say what you do. Think of some things that you can provide a perspective on and go ahead and start. Go out there and build a profile and just try it because, I mean, why not? Why not share your ideas and get paid for it, right? Let's see. Real Brother says, oh, King Kills, you met Edward. Cool. That's awesome. So her brother said, I was in med school but dropped out to become a battle rapper. What? Interesting. There's no money in it, but I do it for the love. That entire message was a farce. However, it was an, oh, I'm like, what? So what do you really do, real brother? Are you in medical school? Because if you're in medical school, you may not need this. But if you're passionate about a topic, you may want to participate because you get to really align with other professionals in the industry. So there are options. If you don't want the money, you can also donate the money that you gain. So I'm going to go ahead and move forward here and share how do you actually get the points. So we talked about it a little bit. So for example, you get a point from if you have a comment that is a 4-star rating. I think you get 2 points for a 5-star rating. Let me just double check. Yes. So 1 point for a 4-star, 5 points, or 2 points for a 5-point star rating. So this is just from your peers. So the more and more you comment and you engage with other people, the more points you would get from them. And then the better deal, let me see if I can find one. 3 points earned from a response commented on. So if you respond to something that the facilitator posted or the sponsor has posted, you get points if you get engagement for that. So let's say I said, you know, diversity and inclusion is great. Companies just need to find the talent and actually hire them or whatever. I've said something along those lines out here. And I get 5 people respond to me. The more engagement you have that way, the more points you earn. That's a really easy way to get points. If you get something favorited, then you get 10 points. So hopefully you can kind of see how the points can add up. And then you see I have a couple 25 points earned from a key takeaway. So this is the facilitator here choosing something that you said as a key takeaway, which we see over here. So when I had this selected as a key takeaway, that was a 25 pointer. So I'm gonna go to showing you how these points are actually converted. All right, so currency, kind of goofy name, but it makes sense. So you basically get currency based on the points that you have. So you actually have to go in here and track the points that you have. So for me, I actually just cashed out some stuff. And so now I have 440 currency available. Well, you have a little converter here and it will convert it for you. Now you have the currency times 28 cents essentially, or 29 cents essentially, which converts to $126. So over $100 just from sharing some ideas a few times, you know, during the week or every couple of weeks. Now here are some payouts from me. So my last payout was actually October, and that was for $234. And then before that, and I will have to admit, I don't use this as much as I should. During the summer, summer was kind of crazy for me, so I didn't do as much. But then I had a little more downtime. So the more time you have to contribute, again, like I work full time, so I don't contribute a lot of time. But for someone that is engaging, like I see some people out here really engaged, like every single day they're on here. I'm sure they're really racking up more than me, but I just don't. So, but this is to show you that you do get paid. Now, here's my pain point with Currnt. There's always got to be something. So my pain point with Currnt, I'm going to stop sharing for a second. So the pain point is for me, I reached out to understand when my payment was going to get here. So I've had a history with companies not paying freelancers. And in this case, you're essentially a freelancer or a consultant. So companies have not always been the best with paying quickly for freelancers. So my first payment, I remember I had to reach out about it and say like, hey, when is this happening? And then they were like, oh, it'll be paid on this date. So you do have to reach out to the contact. So you have to go to support and ask about your payment, most likely, just to make sure you know when exactly you're getting that. And then from there, it's just a direct deposit. So you should have like your routing and account number of where you can have your money deposited. The other thing is in building your profile, you will have to provide, again, you'll have to provide your address and your location, your social security number, and obviously your real name. So you can't have like your YouTube name, you have to use your real name when you sign up for this company in order to get paid. So I'm gonna reshare. So there's one other thing I wanted to, wait a minute, did I close out this thing? Okay, no, I didn't. Chrome tab. Okay, let's see if this will share. Okay, there we go. Alrighty, so that's the currency. So that's how it's converted. Now, the other option that you have, let's say you don't want the money, you're just out here, you're trying to share ideas, you just see it as fun. Kind of like for me, I see it as more fun. But if I'm going to get paid, I'm going to get paid. Like, give me my money. But there's another option. And I do know some people do this. Like, they just want to network with people, they want to share and be seen as an industry leader, and this is the way that they do that. You can donate your points. So you can just donate. They partner with Global Giving to send your points that way. And there are people that get a lot of points, so they're able to donate a lot. The other thing I want to point out, let me see if I can find it. Okay, so if you can see here, this real quick highlight. So you'll see your available currency, and then you'll see your points overall and your current level. So the higher up the level you get, the more money you're able to get as well. So I have 958 points to the next level, which is just normal, like how I'm getting points on a daily from contributing. That's how I'm going to level up to the next one. So again, like if you're on here for a while and you really do participate, you can, move up levels, get paid more and more, get, the 15% bonus that's tied to it. So it's pretty cool. And if you look at the resources section too, if you're just someone that wants information, there's a lot of studies and, media outlets and articles that they have out here that come from the work that they're doing. So there's case studies, like for example, you see this Johnson & Johnson case study. This is a lot of what you're contributing. That's where it's going to. So you're basically providing focus groups and case studies and all this information for these companies. So that's what I wanted to share with you. Hopefully this plays back pretty well. But I just wanted to share that there is an option for, making money online. So if you are in the healthcare space, you're in HR, you're in construction, you're in security, you're in, you're an entrepreneur like King of Kills Vlogs, you can really move into doing this in your spare time and getting payouts. So you're at least going to get a payout of $100. You saw my last one was $234, and again, I don't contribute like a lot of people out there. I probably contribute about once a week. There's even been times where the facilitator has called me out and it's like, she's tagging me on the thing like, hey, she's like tagging 4 people. Hey, we'd like to hear your perspective on this. And I'm like, oh, I haven't contributed in like 2 weeks and I'm part of the stream. So it's very relaxed. It's not a situation where you feel like you have to do something at a certain time. There are no weekly or daily or monthly meetings, nothing like that. It's literally just you picking a stream and getting paid to share your ideas as much as you want to. So that's all I got. Let me take a few minutes to see if there are any questions on this. And hello, Pandy, welcome. I actually just brought you up because as I was walking through this, I thought you were in the healthcare field, and there are some streams that are healthcare related. So I thought about you. Let me see here. Real Brother. Oh, Real Brother, you work for Homeland Security. Seems odd saying that on this platform, but that's what I do. Well, I'll take you down then. No worries. Yeah, that's really good work, Real Brother. Thank you for your work. I mean, we need you keeping us safe. I don't see anything wrong with that. That's like one to promote. I love it. Very funny. That's a real contrast to medical school and being dropping out to be a rapper. And hello, Pandy. Let me see. I want to make sure I didn't miss any questions. What questions do you have about this? I'm happy to share since I've been doing this for close to a year, just on and off. Again, you do have to be a part of a stream. So, this summer I really wasn't a part of a stream, but I did, start back again towards the fall. So you can go on and off. So you can say like, I don't want to be a part of the stream for the next couple months. That's fine. You can still be a part of the community. And then when you see a stream, you can get out there. And the great thing too, I like about this is you will get sent via email different streams that will be of interest. You saw when I walked through on the site where it had different streams I would potentially be a match for. It's sharing that information with me. So let me put up on the screen here the actual site. Just want to make sure that people know, again, it is not Currnt, the online bank. It is Currnt, the fresh thinking platform. Okay, let me see. Currnt, get paid. So it's Currnt without the E. So I just want to make sure people know that. And here's what I'm talking about. I'm going to go out here and share what I'm meaning by that. Because I feel like this is what folks are doing while I'm waiting for questions. Let me know if any questions, or you can always follow up and leave me a comment and I can address them later. All right, let me see if I can even find it. What am I looking for? No, I don't want to do that. My struggle with technology sometimes. Okay, let me go to Google and try this out. Okay, so I'm going to show this. Okay, so hopefully you can see my screen now. I think you can. So when you go out and search on Google Currnt, the first thing that normally comes up is Currnt, like it's gonna say, do you mean Currnt? The bank for modern life is not what you want. You actually want, and it remembers me, so it's showing it. I can't share the other one that I was seeing, but you want this Currnt fresh knowledge movement. This is the one you want. You're going to see the company information, founded 2013, and you'll see that information. You also see their Twitter handle and all of that stuff. But I think for most of you, since it's your first time searching Currnt, you're going to get Currnt, the Bank of Modern Life. It's probably going to redirect you to this. So that's not what you want. You don't want the online banking app. You want Currnt without the E. So just want to point that out because I feel like that may confuse some people. All right, let's see here. Oh, hey. Hey, Catherine with Friends, welcome. Okay. This seems like a solid and interesting side hustle. Thank you for it. Sure, I'm happy to. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I was just vetting out for myself, but I was like, well, I've been talking about this here and there. I need to actually do a full video so people know about this platform because I have literally just seen the one person I know from working with her a while back that has been on the platform. No one else, I don't hear people talking about it. So cool. Oh, cool. King of Kills. Congratulations. You're just hired as a contact tracer. Awesome. Well, given that, I mean, just make sure that you're able to share certain information. Like, make sure you haven't signed any kind of non-compete or something that says that you're not able to share information. But otherwise, if you haven't signed anything like that and you're able to share, yes, please do. I've seen so many like health related studies out there. You will easily be able to find something, I think. And definitely include everything in your profile. So I guess I can go back real quick because you just made me think of something else regarding this. So when you build your profile, you can actually select different industries that you're a part of, different skills that you have, all of that. So let me show that really quickly. Alrighty, so I'm not going to show all of my profile because I know some of the information is like I don't want to show. So basically, this is my profile. You should have a LinkedIn profile because it makes it a little easier for you to create this. I will say that, and for you to basically show your experience in an easy way. So you can actually include your LinkedIn profile, I believe, when you apply as well. When you apply to have your profile out here, not saying when you apply to a certain stream. Applying to the streams is super easy, really quick, like I shared earlier. But when you put in your application and create your profile and everything, it will help if you have a LinkedIn profile. So I harp on LinkedIn all the time. It just makes life easier. Just please create a LinkedIn profile if you don't have one. Okay, so you can see my information out there, recruiter, IT Nestle, some past history. The thing I want to hone in on, definitely add as much detail as you can here. But the skills here is really important. So this is what Currnt is going to use in order to share with you different streams that you might have an interest in. So you see here, talent acquisition, interviews, HR, recruiting, talent management. So I'm adding all these different things. I'm even adding my industry to help them help me be a part of streams so I can, be a part of more and get more income. And then the industries down here, let me see if I can edit real quick. So if you just go in here and start typing, like if I want to say construction, comes right up. Coal mining, which I'm not a part of, it comes right up. So credit unions, computer software, all of that. Let me see if there's something for security. I don't know if this is something I haven't searched for. I don't see anything for security, but it doesn't mean it's not out here. Sometimes it takes a minute. Like it's bringing up all these random things. But if it's not out here in the skills or doesn't come up, then what I would do is I would make sure you have that in here so that they're able to see it. And if it's not in industries, it may be in skills. Let me see if it comes up in skills. Yeah, security. So security, clearance, securities, security management, security operation, all that comes up. What else did someone say in here? Oh, entrepreneurship. Let me see if that comes up. Entrepreneurship, entrepreneuriat. They have everything, every different way. Entrepreneurial skills. So you can definitely, I think it was a Kill Vlogs who said, the entrepreneurship, you can definitely find something. And then just real quick, I guess I can go to healthcare. It's healthcare management, all of that. I don't know if there's anything specific to contact tracing in here. Let's see if there's something for, yeah, but I don't see contact tracing, but you see what I do see on here. All of that, they want some information. So you will be able to find something. I'm not gonna scroll too far because it has some personal information on there, so I'm gonna stop sharing. I don't want you to see that. I love you, but I don't want you to see all the details. All right. Oh, hey, No To Tony interviews. Welcome. Saw you in here. I missed you. Hey, Marlene Reviews. Hello. Yes, Marlene, definitely catch the replay. I walked through the site and everything. So now I'm just kind of looking out for any questions. Because if you're not new, you know, it's hard for me to see everything on here in StreamYard. So just like to go through and see what I'm missing. Let's see. Yes, Pandy, definitely watch the replay. Does it require, okay, good question. Does it require a lot of your time? So I talked about this just a little bit. For me, I don't go on this site very often. Since I do work full time, a lot of the days during the week, I'm just like, meh, I'm not about to go on there unless I think of something or something pops up and I'm like, oh, I have to talk about this right now. Because a lot of the topics are things I'm passionate about. So HR, I'm passionate about. Diversity and inclusion, I'm passionate about. So, but at the same time, I don't go on this platform very often. So this whole week, I think I contributed one time. And when I say contribute, I mean from my phone, looking on there, oh yeah, I have something to say about this. Write 2-3 sentences, submit, done. So literally, what does that take? Like maybe 10-15 minutes. Now you can spend more time out there on the platform. For me, I probably spend, it fluctuates from maybe 30 minutes to an hour on a week. So as you saw, as some of you saw at least, my points, my currency, I'm at 440 right now. Just did a cash out in October, barely get on there, and I have like over $100 just from, you know, my 30-minute, oh, okay, yeah. No, I agree. Done. So I like it, especially, you know, if you're someone that has more time, and there are people out there on Currnt where I see they're on like all these different streams. Like I saw them on this stream, they're on this stream with me now, and I'm just like, how are you doing all this? But there's like retired folks out there. There are folks that just really are passionate about this different topic that they join, and they spend a lot of time. They're sharing articles, which get you points. They're commenting on other folks' stuff. They're writing long paragraphs, and so they're spending more time. But with that, the more time you spend, the more points you're getting, and so the more payouts that you're going to get too. So for me, I do have a goal to spend more time on it because I do realize the impact. I mean, it is really nice to just share some thoughts on something and get paid for it, but just look at it as like a focus group. But instead of you being designated to spend 4 hours sitting and sharing and talking with people, or being on a camera for 4 hours and you getting like, I don't know, $500, you can go on this site, contribute when you can, and make money that way. Now, if you're someone like me where you're kind of like laissez-faire about the whole thing and you want to hold yourself more accountable, you can definitely schedule for yourself. Like say at 6 p.m. every day, I'm going to contribute 30 minutes to it. Done. You're going to build up points really easily, and you're going to be really consistent, and you're going to be invited to more and more streams. Just the more content you can provide, the better. Now, I've been invited to streams. I'm not the most, like I said earlier, I've been called out by a facilitator like, at Jessica Hicks, what are your thoughts on this? And I'm like, oh, I haven't contributed at all, so let me go out here. But I mean, you don't have to. If you don't want to contribute at that time, like there are times where I'm just like, oh yeah, I haven't contributed, I'll do some tomorrow. It's Saturday tomorrow, I have time, I'm gonna provide some thoughts on this. So it's just as you need to, and that's what I like about it. But at the same time, if you're someone that's a little more like me, where you're like, oh, I'll get to it, you know, whatever, then you may want to keep a schedule for yourself, and that way you can earn more money. Very good question. Hopefully I answered that. I thought Currnt was like a personal prepaid. Yes. Okay. Yes. So Currnt. So there's two different Currents. So hopefully I shared that well a few minutes ago. But Currnt with the E, just like if you were saying a water current or whatever, that is the prepaid like online banking. When you remove the E, a lot of times most internet browsers will refer you to Currnt, the bank. So you have to make sure that you're going to Currnt, as you're spelling it here, real brother. Thank you for that. You have to actually note that you're going to that site. Okay. Very good call out, because as I've talked about it before, I think more people were like, okay, it's a bank. How am I going to make money from this? No, it's not. It's totally two different things. Let's see. Catherine, I thought that was funny. I read that comment. I was like, what? Penny changed her name? That doesn't sound good. But I see you're telling her hello. Yes, Marlene, catch the replay. Let me know if you have questions. You can always note the questions in the comment or catch another live for me. Normally, I'm pretty relaxed with lives. You can ask me questions. If it's not catered to the topic at hand, that's fine. You can ask me job-related questions or, interviewing questions. I'm pretty chill. Let's see. Good. I'm so glad you think that, Pandy. It has been pretty good. I really need to spend more time. I really do. But honestly, as a recruiter, things have just been crazy, and it kind of ebbs and flows. So the more hectic work gets, the less I would contribute to Currnt. And then I would be like, well, I don't really want to do a stream right now. But if you take the time, you can definitely rake up some points and some money. And then, of course, as I said earlier, you can also donate your points if you would choose to, if you would like to. Let's see. I see some new faces in here. Hey, Miss Yo-Yo. How are you doing? Welcome. Let me see. Yes, glad to hear that, Marlene. Let me know what you think after you catch that replay, too. Nikki Nichols. Hey, welcome. So good to see you. We're part of the same group together, Destiny's Women. I got that right. I'm newer to the group, so I don't want to mess it up. But welcome. If you haven't checked out Nikki, she's also sharing like work from home content. Let's see. Penny saying very interesting. Great. King of Kills says, I'm about to make some good money with this. You can. You definitely can. And I think for you, you'll have an easy time finding streams of where you can contribute. Let's see. Nikki Nichols says she's going to check it out. Okay, awesome. Have a link to it. I don't know if I put a link in the about section, but I can. Unfortunately, I don't think I have a referral link. Otherwise, I would do it that way. But after the video post, I'll go ahead and add the about section. But it's pretty easy to find if you just go to CURRNT. Let's see. Catherine said, oh, sorry, hello. No, I got what you were saying, Catherine. I was just like wondering if Pandy changed her name. I was like, what? That is an interesting name, Pandy. What's going on? Okay, cool. So before I wrap things up, because I know a lot of folks came in here towards the end, I'm just going to do a quick overview of the company before I let you guys go. And if you have questions, just let me know. I'm going to get off of here in a few minutes. Okay. So just to rewind, back everything up. So Currnt, this is the site. So if you go to a site that does not look anything like this, does not show this name right here, then you're probably not on the right one. You're going to see Currnt, you're going to see what they are, you can learn more about them, but essentially it's kind of, they're wrapped up as a virtual marketing, online, like thought leadership type of company where they're basically getting voices from the market, getting their perspectives and bringing that to companies. What type of companies? These are a few of their clients. So as I stated earlier, large companies, Deloitte, P&G, Johnson & Johnson, we know these names. So reputable companies, they're reaching out just as, big companies do all the time. They're having focus groups all of the time because market research is what ends up, if you do it right for these companies, it ends up in more sales for them. So they are willing to pay for insights from people, especially right now, just because we have this haywire, just crazy year. They want to understand what consumers are saying. Even if you're a consumer, if you're like, oh, I don't really know anything. I'm not an expert in anything. Just think about it. You may be a consumer of something, a regular consumer of makeup or certain Johnson & Johnson products, and they may want your perspective. So don't count yourself out if you think like, oh, well, no one's going to want to hear what I think. Let me know. I asked earlier what your industry is in the comments. What can you contribute to? Take a minute to think about that now. Post it in the comments if you want to be, held accountable, or if you want to get my thoughts on it. There's most likely something out here for you, and there are streams that happen constantly. So if it's not out here yet, it probably will be. And so those are the companies. Real quick, let me again go to my streams. Actually, no, I'm going to go to apply real quick because I went there before. So real quick, what are your interests? You see here, industrial transformation, health, life, business practice, finance, marketing, technology. There's plenty. And probably more than this, these are just right now. So you see innovation, there's 13. You can click on that and see what in the world they're talking about. Future digital transformation leadership. Who are they seeking? Next generation IT, business leaders. Okay, cool. Manufacturing, who are they seeking? They're seeking executive marketing leaders, sales managers. Marketing, who are they looking for? All kinds of folks. Expert participation, IT, okay. Healthcare or health, who are they looking for? So hopefully that comes across well. There's different areas that you can look up. Now, I'm a part of streams that are HR related, and you're not seeing them here. That doesn't mean it doesn't exist. So these are just some top streams that are happening right now. And when you see mine, let's see if I can go there. So this is a stream I'm in, Trends Reshaping the Future of Work and Talent Management. I'm in the stream right now. So getting paid to contribute, although I have not contributed today. And then the other one, trying to find it, let's see. The other one, again, that is a passion point for me is diversity and inclusion. So if you're someone that is passionate about diversity and inclusion and you find yourself talking about it all the time, we'll talk about it on here and get paid for it. That's all this video is about. If you like to talk, if you like to share, if you're looking for another form of income, come out here, make a profile, start, talking, engaging with people, networking, if you like to do that type of thing. Or if you like to write, as Akil Vlog stated earlier, you're a good writer, come out here. You can get points which convert to money by doing that. And real quick, I wrapped everything with the points. So really quick, there is a conversion chart in here. So I had just redeemed some currency. What you do is put in the points that you want to get, and it converts. So I have over $100 just from whatever I've been doing the past few weeks. So again, I don't do a lot. If you do more, you'll get more points. So with that, oh, and you can also donate. If you don't want the money, you're just in it for the sharing and the connecting with people, because they're real people, managers, CEOs, entrepreneurs, you name it. A lot of HR professionals I see out there as well, and marketing teams. You can go out there and, make some money. Let's see what I got in here, if there's any questions, because I am getting off of here soon. All right, let's see. Yes, Kiki Karima. I can share the link, and someone else asked me that too. I can share the link after this post. So once I get off of this StreamYard live. Thank you for asking that, because I definitely don't want anyone going to the wrong site. Hello, the Positive Pusher. Welcome. I am just kind of wrapping things up here, but welcome to the live. Real brother is too funny. That's a grown elephant sitting upright on a thin tree limb. That website will not be confused with another. Right, exactly. So if you don't see a big elephant's behind, you're on the wrong site. Oh man. I wear makeup, so maybe I can get free makeup. Well, okay, so you wear makeup. I don't know what companies might be engaged with them in a makeup space, but I actually did see a stream at some point. I don't remember when it was, but they were asking about that. So you may find something just from being a consumer of makeup that you may match for. I would just make sure you have that included, like consumer products maybe would be the industry or the skill that you would have. Let's see. I'm trying to get through here. Okay. I apologize if you already answered this, but is it mandatory to link a LinkedIn account to apply? I don't believe it's mandatory, but I might have to come back to you on that, because I remember I linked mine, or at least I included a link to my LinkedIn profile. I think if anything, it just helps them more easily understand who you are, and that you're, legitimate person. It kind of shows that, you have this track record, you're on LinkedIn, it's a professional site. I think that's where that comes from. And to be honest with you, Pandy, a lot of places are asking for a LinkedIn profile when you try to apply. So even just jobs, you guys know I share remote jobs all the time out here. I'm talking about jobs. When you go to apply to a lot of companies, they're even asking for a LinkedIn profile link for you. I have my different thoughts on that, because I like it because it can make it easier for you to apply. And then it's also another way for you to engage with that company before you even talk to anyone. But at the same time, the one thing I don't like is that you get to see that person's face and, see what they look like, and it kind of allows for bias. But it's just something that's happening more and more. People are wanting that as a distinction to show you as an expert in whatever field you are. So I would recommend having a LinkedIn profile, as I always recommend having a LinkedIn profile. But I do not think it is a requirement. What is a requirement, I know for sure, is for you to provide your real name. You have to provide your address. You have to provide your background. So just as you saw on my profile, that's not a complete replica of what I have on LinkedIn, but it did make it easier for me because I think I was able to use some of it. And then the other thing is you will have to provide your social security number as well. So real name, real contact information like email, phone, address, and your social security information. The other thing is if you want to be paid, you have to have a direct deposit. So you have to have a routing and account number for direct deposit. So, and then if you want to talk to someone, if you're just like leery of providing your information before you talk to someone, there is support. So you can always go to the chat feature. You can actually talk to someone, whether it's by chat or by phone. That's totally fine. The other thing is you can also look up the owner of that company on LinkedIn. So again, I keep going back to LinkedIn. But there's a lot that you can essentially do with it, but you do have to provide those essential information. Just as you were applying to like a job, you would need that information out there, right? Good question. Let me see if I can get the CEO's name. Like right now, when I go to search Currnt now, you're not seeing it, but it's taking me to it's taking me to the banking app. Like it always does that. It's kind of annoying. Yeah, it keeps taking me to Currnt, but I know his name. I just can't remember off the top of my head right now. So I may end up just putting that as well into the chat or into the about section after the live post as a video. How often do they pay? Good question. So honestly, you get paid once you actually request the payout. So it depends on you. There's some people that just want to hoard their points up and then get a larger payout, or there are people that just want to go ahead and get their payout at the end of each month or at the end of the stream. Now, normally what should happen is once your stream is done, you should be getting a payout after that. So what I've done in my best practice is to, once the stream is, or the panel, whatever you want to call it, once it's over, because each one will have a date where it ends. So it could last a couple of weeks, they could last a couple of months. After that stream is over, I normally go ahead and request my payout. Now that's my only hang up with the company, is that for getting my payouts, every time I have had to ask, hey, when am I going to get this payout? And then they're like, oh, yeah, we'll get it. And then I get my payout, like that. So they were able to tell me. So I would just recommend, once you request your payout, make sure you reach out to them, because it can be different each time just based on when that stream ends. And then you should be following up with them just to confirm that payout. And again, you have contacts on there. It really just depends on each stream you do. It's a very good question. But I haven't had any issues with getting paid, but the only issue I have is that I have to come to them and say, hey, so where's my money? So as long as you're not afraid of doing that, you'll be fine. So it's different. I shared information on the mystery shops with EPMS. So you can check out that video if you haven't heard of that before, but it's apartment mystery shopping. With them, they had a specific payout date every single month. So the 22nd of every month, if you completed shops, you would get paid for it on the 22nd of every single month. Set in stone, you couldn't get paid earlier, later, or whatever. With this company, I kind of wish it was something like that where you got paid on a specific date, but it's not. It's literally once the stream ends, you typically can get the payout quickly. But for me, I've always had to reach out to them about it. So let me see. But I mean, I don't mind doing that. I'm a recruiter. I'm used to, working in HR, you're used to going to people and being like, hey, what about this? Okay, Marlene says she's going to reach out to me. Great. Awesome. Edward. Hey, Edward, I referred to you earlier because I was talking about security. Yeah, you would be great for this, to share your different feedback on that platform. Love it. All right. Bebe, that's my niche, diversity and inclusion. Oh, she said Bebe. That's my niche, diversity and inclusion. Oh, you should be on the stream with me then. Everyone on this stream is super passionate about diversity and inclusion. You have back and forth discussions. And I think that's why I've been a little bit more involved lately, because of the topic. Like the future of HR, I was kind of like, I can do it. Let's see what they're talking about in here. It benefits me because I actually want to hear what other people are doing in the HR space. It can help you professionally, definitely, to hear what other companies are doing and what their thoughts are. You can kind of get help from people that way. But then diversity and inclusion is something that I just am really passionate about talking about. Like I can just talk about it all day long and, get a lot of enjoyment out of it. So it sounds like Pandy is the same way. So that will be a great stream for you to be a part of. That is awesome. Let me know if you join, because I will find you, because you can actually follow and connect with people on there. So anyone that joins, please let me know, because I want to follow you for sure. Let me see. Marlene says she doesn't like LinkedIn. Okay, so my question for you, Marlene, is what do you not like about LinkedIn? What is it that you don't like? I'm super interested in finding out why people don't like to go out on LinkedIn. Is it too much? Is it too much information? You not like putting your stuff out there? Like, what is it? Tell me. Because from a recruiting standpoint, it's like, okay, if let's say you're selling jewelry and there's a group of older ladies that are decked in jewelry. So they like jewelry, and they're at, I don't know, Chris Roots right now. And it's like 35 people. They're all at Chris Roots, and you sell jewelry. do you think you're going to go to Chris Roof's, or are you going to go to Applebee's where there's no one? So I always recommend going to LinkedIn because there's so much HR and recruiting talent out there, and they're looking for people to fill different roles. So depending on what you're doing, like if you're a nurse, you're probably not going to use LinkedIn as much, but I do know that, I mean, there are some recruiters that look for medical talent on LinkedIn too, but it's that kind of mentality. So I'm super interested to hearing what you don't like about LinkedIn. And I get it. I mean, it's not going to be for everybody. No judgment. I just want to make sure I understand. And if you have questions, like maybe there's something I can answer for you on that. You're welcome, Pandy. You're welcome, Marlene. Thank you, Nikki. Happy to share. I'm trying to get people money. I'm always thinking about what other ways can we get this income, like easily get the income. You guys know me. I don't like doing extra. I want to be doing it from my phone or from my home, or easily able to, drive somewhere in the case of mystery shopping. Like when I was doing that more heavily, that's what I'm trying to do. I want it to be easy and not taking up too much of my time. Let's see. Oh, hey, Rice and Beans, welcome. Oh my gosh, I haven't seen you in a while. Welcome. Wait, what? Exclamation point. What is this site? How does it work? I need to do this. What topics can you advise on? Rice and Beans, you're gonna have to catch that replay. So essentially it is a site where you can get paid to share your ideas and share your information. It's called Currnt without the E, Currnt. I'm going to add the link because I did get some requests for that. I will include the link in the About section after the video posts. I recommend it. I've been doing it for about a year now, just off and on here and there. And it's nice to get some extra, a couple $100 just to, talk to people, write some, content. Very flexible, so I recommend it. You're not tied to meeting every month. It's not like a focus group where you have to sit for 3 or 4 hours and get your money. You can do this anytime you want, but it's similar to that type of focus group style, just online. And I call it, for myself, like an online advisory board, because you're advising companies, you're connecting with different people, and you're getting paid for it, just like advisory boards do. Charlene, welcome, Charlene. Can't find this online. I will post the video, or I will post the link after the video post online. So typically with the live, it takes a little bit for it to show as a video on my page. So I will add that to the About section once this broadcast ends, so you can find it. It's so crazy that it's so difficult to find it online. It's like Google doesn't want people to know about it. It's so crazy. Ruth Chris, what did I say? Chris Roos. Chris. Ruth Chris, exactly. Yes. You're funny. Let's see. Absolutely. I recently joined a D&I planning committee at work. Oh my gosh, good for you, Pandy. I'm super happy for you. That's awesome. Yes, diversity and inclusion is just so important. And I think, just to kind of pivot here, because you guys know I said I was getting off of here soon, but then, we started talking about diversity and inclusion, and I love that. So I think that diversity and inclusion, a lot of people just think too hard about it. Like, it's very simple. And I think the struggle with diversity and inclusion is that in these workplaces, a lot of the time, when it comes down to hiring, you're going to hire people that look like you. So if every person in a hiring process is not diverse, well, they're going to hire people that look like themselves. So even if you're trickling in diverse talent, at the end of the day, a lot of times there's bias that's going to happen, because you want to hire people that remind you of yourself. You want to hire people that are, going to agree with you. You don't typically find folks hiring people that are going to change things. People don't like change. They're going to change things, or they're going to think different, or they're going to talk different, they're going to look different. They don't like that. Like, it's a natural thing. So we just have to go out of our way to say, no, we are hiring diverse people, and that's the end of it. They're a great match for the role. No, they're not exactly like me. The value of that is great because we will be innovative, and that's how you have to think of it. So I might have to do a little live talk to chat about that. Hello, Percy. Thank you. Oh, that's so sweet. I love compliments, so bring them on. Oh, well, thank you. Welcome to the live. Welcome to my family. Hey, Tasha Society. We were kind of wrapping things up here. So I basically just shared a site that you would be really interested in, I think. It's called Currnt. I am going to provide the link after this live post to my channel. Normally it takes a little minute for the live broadcast to turn into a video, but I will provide the link. It's called Currnt. Let me add this up here for a minute. This is what it is. If you search Currnt, the link should come up, but some folks in the chat have been saying that they've been having a hard time finding it. I think they keep getting the bank, which is not it. So feel free to watch the replay, Tasha, if you're interested in getting paid basically to share your thoughts and your knowledge on different topics. I think for you, remind me, Tasha, what is your industry? I keep asking you this because I talk to so many people. And it's hard for me to keep up. But I think, Tasha, you were at some point, were you working in pharmacy or customer service or something? Either way, I know you were in the professional field at some point, and Currnt looks for folks in the professional field, construction, security, you name it. So you would definitely have an interest in it. All right, let me do a quick scroll. Oh, Tasha, it was pharmacy. Okay, cool. Yeah, I think healthcare, there are a lot of healthcare streams on there. So watch the replay. If I need to do a second video, just let me know, guys, in the comments. I'll keep an eye out for it, and I will provide the link. Let me scroll through just to make sure, again, for last time, I'm getting off of here. But for last time, I want to make sure I don't miss anyone's question, because I appreciate you all being here. Let me see. I saw that one. Yeah, I think everybody so far has something that they can share on that community. So that is the great thing. Okay, I think, oh, Kiki said you're late. Hey, I am halfway all the time late to people's lives. You are okay. That is what the replay button is for. Yeah, Marlene, I don't think I'm able to refer, but I will check and see. And then if I get a referral link, I will provide that link in the chat. I'm gonna look and see if I can. I was looking earlier and I thought at some point I could refer people, but I wasn't able to find anything on that. Okay, guys. I am seeing no other questions. So welcome to everybody. I definitely appreciate you for being here. I am going to be talking tomorrow about an interesting topic of pretty privilege and what that means for women in the workplace. So if you're interested in that topic, I want that to be an engaging discussion. I am going to be live tomorrow at 2 p.m. Central, and we can talk about it because I have my own personal thoughts on that. It was sparked by the Kevin Samuels interview, and I don't really want to talk about that specifically, but I thought that I could do my own spin on it. So if you're interested, please do join me tomorrow at 2 p.m. Central. And with that, I appreciate all of you for being here. I definitely hope you take advantage of the opportunity with Currnt to get some money for just talking. And with that, I thank you all again for being here. Have a great Saturday, and I will see you tomorrow to talk about pretty privilege. Bye, guys.